guys, welcome back. I hope you're doing good this afternoon, and I hope everything is going well for you. Well, today I was out in the garden and I've been trimming up my tomatoes, and I went back through and I missed a few things. So I thought I'll go ahead and make a video. If you're new to growing tomatoes or you're new to trimming them, this would be a good video because I'm going to tell you what to trim. I'm going to show you what I'm trimming. I'm going to trim some up. I'm going to tell you the benefits of trimming them. And then I also got something over here. If you've been watching my videos on my tomatoes, you know I've been kind of worried about excessive nitrogen. Well, I got maybe a little bit of some good news, so I'll show you that here in just a minute. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, guys, if you've grown a determinate tomato plant, you don't have to do a lot of trimming. I recommend any leaves touching the ground, you would want to trim those. Suckers, you would want to get rid of those. But that's really about it, okay? Now, if you've grown indeterminate, which I've planted all indeterminate, you're going to maybe want to do a little more trimming. So if you're new to those terms, a determinate tomato sets all of its fruit at one time. Canners like determinate tomatoes because once they're done, they don't have to mess with them anymore. They're not going to put on any more fruit. Now, an indeterminate, they're going to set fruit all season long. And I do a little bit of canning, but I also feed a lot to the animals, and so I can use every tomato I can get. So that's why I grow indeterminates, okay? So I'm going to show you right here. Now, this is a sucker, okay? You see how it's coming up? Here's your stem, and here's a branch right here. So a little one like that, I'm just going to pinch it off, okay? Now over here, I let this one kind of get away from me. So here's the stem, and here's the branch, and right there is a sucker. Now you don't want to rip that off, okay? Like I did over there on that one, because you don't want to damage the stem. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come up here and cut that off. Now, any branches that are touching the ground, any leaves that are touching the ground, I'm going to trim them off. Anything damaged like this right here, all that's going to do is just make your plant spend energy trying to, keep it alive. So I'm going to trim that right there. Now, guys, what the benefits of this is, now you've got some good airflow in here, okay? You're not going to get disease or anything like that from your leaves touching the ground when it's wet. And so the main thing is your plant's going to have more energy to grow fruit. And that's the real reason why I do it. And so, guys, you really want to really think about trimming your tomatoes up. You definitely, in my opinion, get rid of every sucker that you can. Now, let me show you this over here. Guys, this is really, really cool. Check this guy out. Now, I trimmed him up. He is thick. And I was so worried in that last video because a lot of the stems on my tomatoes are real thin. But he is thick. So that really encourages me that maybe what I did was okay. Now, that right there is a sucker too. So what I'm going to do, he ain't real big. So I'm just going to pop him off of there. Yeah, and I don't want them growing. Because all they do, all it is like a plant taking all the energy away from the main plant. And they don't do any good. So pretty much almost every day or every other day, I have to come out here and look for them little suckers. It doesn't take real long, but I like to get rid of them. Well, guys, I hope that helps. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. See ya.